Today I'm going to cover one of the most powerful tools on TradingView, and that is the RSI indicator.
Hey, welcome to the channel. I'm Cassie. I've spent the last decade trading the crypto market, building and refining a winning trading strategy, and teaching others to do the same. So join my sister and I as we give out our exclusive insights and tips and have tons of fun along the way. All right, you guys, the Relative Strength Index, or the RSI, this is literally the only indicator that you need, and I'm going to show you why. I'm excited to be sharing it today because I wouldn't even consider entering a trade until I've analyzed the RSI. It's that powerful, and many traders agree with me. So it provides really invaluable insight into the market dynamics and a potential price reversal. And there are many indicators that claim to do this, but nothing compares to the accuracy of the RSI. The world of RSI analysis is really complex, but I'm just going to give you guys the basics, and you're still going to do really well if you apply this in your trading. But if you're interested, you can take each one of these topics even further than what I demonstrate, and I really hope that you do. So let me uncover the RSI secrets and show you how you can leverage it in your trading. First things first, let's grasp the fundamentals of the RSI. This indicator was developed by a man in the 70s, and it's a momentum oscillator that measures the speed and change of price movements. So it oscillates between 0 and 100, and it's placed below the price chart. Think of momentum as like the speed or force behind a price movement. So the RSI will measure this momentum, and it will show you whether price movements are gaining or losing strength. And by monitoring this RSI, we can gauge the conviction behind these price movements and anticipate if there's a potential trend reversal or continuation. This information provided by the RSI is otherwise hidden in the price chart. So think as a trader how powerful it would be to have a tool that could accurately predict when the market is about to shift in trend. So to you, this means predicting when you need to exit your trade and possibly when you need to set up your next trade entry. So those two pieces, which are critical aspects of market analysis, this tool will help you do. And like I said, it's much more complex than this. I'm going to go over the basics of each one of these. There's more features than this, but these ones are very powerful and they're going to dramatically change your trading. I have Bitcoin's chart pulled up here. I have the price chart on top and then the RSI indicator below. And I've just made the RSI really big for our video, but typically you would have it kind of low like this. But I'm going to zoom in so we can really see what I'm about to talk about. So right off the bat, you can see I have my settings to 14 close. If you hover over that, you can go to the settings, and this is what my settings look like. So this is kind of what I stay with, and they work for me. So you can adjust these levels here, which I'll get to later in the video. But let's go through each of these 4 features of the RSI, and I've sorted the video by features that are less impactful to most impactful in my trading. And I'm starting with Fibonacci retracement levels. I don't typically plot these on my RSI, but they are really impactful, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So let me show you how to plot Fibonacci retracements on your RSI. You do it in the same way that you would price. So I'm just going to grab the Fibonacci retracement tool, and I'm going to start at the last high and just come down to our low and look at what we're seeing here. Zooming in. Now, there are a few things that really stand out to me, and in a way provided hidden knowledge to the trader with these levels. So the first one is here. You can see that the RSI has come down to support, but on the price, we haven't really reached that support yet. So as a trader, I may be wondering, are we going to come down to support yet or not? But if I have the RSI, I know that this has tested the support level already. So, and then you can see price continued up. And then there's another interesting moment as you go forward, right about here on the RSI, you can see it tested it as resistance. And if you look at price, it's really hard to know as a trader if you just had the price chart that this is going to be a resistance level. But look at the insights you get on the RSI with how strong of resistance this is here. And then you can see the price did come down after that. So this is impactful. I know that a lot of traders who use this don't actually use all of the fib levels, but you can see each one is providing really significant price action. So you do this with what you want, but I know that some traders will typically just only use the 0.5. But yeah, you can see this is significant price action, and this would be really valuable. I have Bitcoin's chart pulled up here. I have the price chart on top and then the RSI indicator below. Okay, so second on my list is overbought and oversold conditions. And this feature is pretty powerful. I actually do use it in my trading strategy. So let me explain it to you. You'll notice that the RSI has a purple bar running through the middle of it, and it has two levels that define it, and that's 70 and 30 by default. And what this is saying is that when the RSI is traveling above the 70 value, this asset is really bullish. And when it's traveling below 30, this asset is really bearish. So as a trader, if your trading signal provides a sell signal and the RSI is still in overbought conditions, you may not want to enter because it is still a continuation zone where the price may still continue up if that signal is provided in this area, in these conditions. And then it's same on the other hand, where if the RSI was spending a lot of time in oversold conditions, you may not want to place any buys until that has traveled back up into normal conditions again. And these levels, 70 and 30, can be changed and refined to whatever asset you're trading. Okay, trend lines and patterns and MAs on the RSI. I'm excited about this part because I feel like this is something that not very many people know, but it is so powerful. And that is, you can actually find trend lines, triangles, patterns like flags and heads and shoulders, and then this MA, all in the RSI. And these are really powerful. I have a good example up here on Matic actually. So this obviously isn't something that happens all the time, but when it happens, it's really powerful to use in your trading. So as you notice, as the price was coming to our 618 on Matic, we were making a trend line. So I started to track that trend line as the price was doing that. And I used that trend line to gauge my perspective as the price action was happening and unfolding and as I was in my trade. So you'll see at certain times, it's using it as support and resistance. So this is something really powerful in your trading. And so at first you'll notice that it is support where I'm noticing, okay, the price is going to come up, and it actually came up and it hit my take profit. And then now you'll notice that it's on the RSI, it is actually using the trend line as resistance. So I'm expecting the price to come down now from here. Okay, now the most sought after feature of the RSI, and that is its profound ability to spot divergences in the market. And a divergence is just a price reversal, which is just a trading signal essentially. So I pulled down the RSI a little bit because we're going to compare the price more closely with the RSI. You'll notice as it's bouncing on the 618 support, it's gaining momentum on the RSI. So I've grabbed my trend line and I've started to track that trend, and I do this with every single trade. I track the trend line on the RSI because as I'm monitoring my trade, I want to make sure that we're using that trend line as support. And technically, traders also use the break of that trend line as an exit signal. So you can see here, I had one exit signal on my trade and actually came back down to touch support. And then I had another exit signal, which actually is looking like it was a good exit. In this trade, I longed the 118 to the 236, and it does look like that was a really good exit. And this played out beautifully in this trade. Now,
all right, you guys, that's what I have for you today. I really hope that you found this video on the RSI helpful and that it got you excited to start using the RSI in all of your trades. Hey, it's Cassie. Most know me as an experienced crypto analyst and trader, but it wasn't that long ago that I lacked the confidence and the time to focus on learning how to trade profitably. Fast forward past many failed attempts and lessons learned emerged my signature trading strategy, one that's given me more freedom than I ever thought possible. Just a few short lessons, my course will give you a simple step-by-step trading strategy to help you do the same. And here's the best part, I'm offering you a free lesson on navigating exchanges where I break down technical jargon, guiding you through crypto transfers, funding your account, entering orders, and so much more. If you're a seasoned pro or one in the making who's looking for financial independence and building a life you love, then get started at CassieTrades.com.